Hello everyone. I, Dr. Ruchi Malhotra, am back again with another interesting video which is going to help you through your journey of infertility. Today I am going to discuss on a very hot topic which is polycystic ovaries, which is a very common term which now a girl of 13 years old and a lady of 50 years old is also talking about. So, what is polycystic ovary? How does it happen? What are the symptoms and what is the treatment? We are going to discuss everything about this polycystic ovaries today. Polycystic ovaries, as the name suggests, is an ovary which has got multiple cysts. Multiple cysts means the cysts are more than 10 or 12 in number, and they are all arranged around the periphery of the ovary, which is a typical ultrasound finding, which is also called as a queen's necklace appearance. So this is basically a book definition of polycystic ovary, which means there are a lot of cysts in the ovaries which are arranged peripherally, which is diagnosed on ultrasound. Polycystic ovary is generally not seen alone. It is a syndrome which is called as PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, which means there are different findings which are combined together and it becomes a syndrome. So what do we mean by a polycystic syndrome? There are going to be different aspects in it. There are going to be different symptoms, different signs. In polycystic ovarian syndrome, generally there is the patient is obese, she is overweight, she is having androgenic symptoms. That means there are male hormones which are secreted from the ovaries, the androgen, which will cause there increase in the hair growth in the face, in other parts of the body, which is called as a male pattern of hair growth. There would be hair on the forehead, in the sternal area, in the sideburns of the face, and in the abdomen, in the back. So the hair growth is very intense. Then there is obesity. There can be acne or pimples which are seen generally in teenagers. There could be loss of hair, like a male pattern balding, which is seen quite often in patients who are suffering from polycystic ovarian syndrome. Then there could be anovulatory cycles. That means there would be periods, but the cycle would be really very irregular. The cycles would take maybe from 1 month to 3 months to 6 months. There is a weight gain, and there are findings which are characteristically seen on ultrasound, which is called as the polycystic ovarian pattern, which I discussed before starting the topic. So these would be the symptoms the patient will present to us who is going to be obese. She is going to have irregular periods, she will be having male pattern of hair growth, and she would maybe having insulin resistance, which means there's insulin in the body, but the body is becoming obese because the insulin is not affecting the target organs. So these are the polycystic ovarian syndromes. Now, what is the cause? Now, the cause is unknown. It is basically what is being said now is the lifestyle. The lifestyle has changed. There is more of sedentary lifestyle, more of junk food available. The sleeping pattern has deranged. So all these things are basically causing polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is then causing other problems. Now the patient comes with different age group, has a different problem and a different solution. Now if a young girl who's unmarried coming to us, who's having irregular cycle, she is not bleeding for 3 months or maybe for 4 months or 6 months, the treatment in such cases is totally different, because we have to control their hair growth, we have to control their acne, we have to control their balding in the scalp, and we also have to regularize their periods. So we have to give them hormones in a way so that all these things are taken care of. Now when the patient comes in a age group when she is married, her main concern is that she should get pregnant. For getting pregnant, there are different treatment modalities in polycystic ovarian syndromes, the first and foremost is weight reduction. Even if there's a 10% weight reduction of the existing body weight, suppose the weight is about 90 kgs. So if we will not say that you become 50 kgs, just 10%, maybe 9 kgs if she is in a position to come down, the cycle automatically becomes ovulatory, the cycle becomes regular, and that is the first step which can help her in conceiving. Second is, then they have to avoid caffeine, they have to avoid smoking, they have to avoid junk food, have a regular sleeping pattern. These things, small modifications in lifestyles, are going to really help these patients in long-term way. Then there is another modality which is called as ovulation induction. Now there are drugs which we give for ovulation induction, which means we will start the medication from the second day of the period, and they continue for first 5 days of the periods, and along with that we will monitor the size of the eggs. As the size increases, we are more hopeful that the cycle is going to be ovulatory. Suppose even with these oral drugs, if this does not happen, then we have to give the hormone injections in addition to this, so that the egg formation happens. So basic aim in any PCO couple who is wanting pregnancy is to make her ovulate. So these are the modalities of ovulation. Then there is also something called as laparoscopic drilling. In laparoscopic drilling, we make 4 holes in each ovary, which is going to help the patient to ovulate. Now, if all these modalities don't work, lifestyle changing the first one, then the gonadotropin, then the ovulatory drugs, oral drugs, then the gonadotropin, and then injections and ovarian drilling. If none of these works, then we have to go to the next plan of treatment, which is called as artificial reproductive technique, which is called as IVF. In IVF, we give special hormone injections in which the eggs are formed, and then these eggs are taken out from the ovary outside the human body, and then they are fertilized with the sperms, and then we make the uterus ready and transfer the fertilized egg into the body of the patient. So this process of IVF is the last step which we have to do for a polycystic ovarian patient. Thank you so much. If there is any other query, you can always connect with me through Librate, and I am available all over in the digital platform. You can just check. Thank you so much.